Alright, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Su-30MKK, not actually an ARB though. We're going to be using this thing as CAS. As you can see, this thing can be loaded up with 6 KH-38MTs at home, also known as the KH-29. These things here don't have any IR guidance and instead are guided by contrast, which means that on some maps they have difficulty locking, and they're overall not exactly the nicest weapon to use. Their lock range is something around the 7-kilometer range. Sometimes they work, sometimes they just refuse to lock something. It really is a gamble sometimes, but I guess that's what makes the gameplay a bit more interesting. Alright, for the next game here, I accidentally gave my teammate a team kill even when I didn't really want to, because he probably hit me with artillery and got my truck or something. But yeah, it is what it is. Now these KH-29s, they don't really exactly have the best lock-on range. It's something like 7 kilometers, so I have to get in relatively close to the battlefield here before I can actually do anything. And of course, you know, they're not exactly the best of missiles. I do actually see a tank right there. I think that guy is a real target. Okay, it doesn't want to acquire him. That's not great. This guy though is definitely a real target. That guy is dead. And I don't really see anybody else, so yeah, that's not... There is something over here. Let's send a missile after him. And honestly, quickly retreat now because there's no real point in flying in a straight line. There we go, he's dead. And let's go quickly here to the low ground in case anyone decides to revenge kill me in whatever plane they have. Or SPA, I guess. There is a plane too. Like an F-18. It's not exactly the most dangerous of planes, but you know, you have to watch out for AIM-9Ms. Also seem to have an Abrams up, so I guess that's something to care about. There we go. That's him, either dead or already dead. And that's it. There's actually nobody else spawned in, as far as I know. Just maybe someone here, but I don't see anybody, so let's just stay moving, get out of here, and make sure not to get targeted by that F-18. Alright, looks like they did just spawn in a roll-in. I don't know why my engine isn't making any sounds. Or I guess it is, and it's really quiet or something. Oh, is that for me? I don't think so, but they do seem to have some form of SPA that's fire and forget. That's going to be a bit scary to deal with. Or is that ours? That might be ours. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's ours. Well, they did have one. That's something over here. No clue where he is. Well, whatever. I might kill him. That's not target. There we go. That's that SPA locked. And that's that guy dead as well, so that's wonderful. I'm gonna go back to the low ground now. Hopefully not get killed by that F-15 there. He did actually send a missile. Right, well, they have 2 planes in a roll-in somewhere. So I'm going to mark their spawn. I do still have the 1,500 kilogram bomb. I have never actually used it. So yeah, it's going to be definitely interesting. They also have an ADATS up, so there's definitely plenty of targets up. But yeah, not enough. Oh, I don't have enough spotting range. Regardless, let's try and climb here. Just enough to get one of these things off. There we go, it's gone, and I'm just going to quickly run away now. I'm not actually sure if it locked him or not. It probably didn't, to be honest, but you know, it's always worth a try. That was a quick dodge there. And it is actually tracking him though, so that's nice. There we go, wonderful. I do actually manage to get 6 kills with 6 missiles, which is actually quite nice. Do see a plane there. I only have like 1 R-27 ER. And I don't want to get hit with an AIM-9M, so I'm just going to run back to the airfield like the scumbag I am. Because, yeah, that is the easiest strategy. At this altitude, he's going to multipath my missile. So yeah, there's no real point in trying to deal with that. Gonna load up my PLABs here. I'm honestly just going to drop this thing. There's no point in actually using it. Or I guess I can't. Fair enough. Oh, PLAB. Unfortunately, he flared way too late. I don't know what his plan was there, but he's dead now. And there is an F-18 somewhere in front of me, 19 kilometers. That's quite far away. I don't really have to care about that. And I'm just going to go a bit low and slow here, but I have enough time to get rid of my bomb. Which doesn't seem to want to track him. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was a friendly missile. Okay. Fair enough. Well, that's one hell of a way of killing me, I guess. That's always a bit unfortunate. Gonna quickly see if they have any SPA spawned in. They don't. I'm not getting an RWR. Okay, well that's actually really cool. Block on range of these missiles, like I said, is roughly around the 7-kilometer mark, which is about here. I'm trying to just deploy my air brake. Oh shit. Alright, well that's not fucking good. That's really bad actually. I'm gonna quickly run away now. There we go. Let's quickly go down to low altitude. Got rid of him. Not sure if I got rid of his missile. Fortunately, my second KH-39 didn't really do any damage, but you know what? It is what it is. There was a Panzer though, so I guess that's something to worry about. I'm gonna try and get close to the enemy here by going kind of behind them. Not sure if that'll actually do anything, but you know, at least I'll be within weapon lock range. There we go. Let's try and find something that's not it. Alright, well I launched some missiles there. They're all gone. They might hit, they might not. Okay, the first one didn't. Second one just did nothing. And yeah, that's not exactly great, is it? So, guess what we can do though is, oh, actually, you know what? Let's maybe not use the bomb right next to a friendly. That would be too smart. Instead, let's go right after this guy. And kind of just lob the bomb over there. And maybe it'll do something, maybe it won't. Wonderful. Alright, now doing CAS on this map is definitely a bit of a chore since there's a lot of buildings. So what I'm probably going to do is kind of get close, gain altitude, hopefully be able to launch a couple missiles and then just dip back down. But it's going to be definitely a bit difficult. Oh, they have a Roland up there. That's not good. I do see them though. The good news. They are actually tracking as well. But yeah, it won't be good enough, I don't think. There we go, that's that gone. He might shoot down the missile, which is pretty likely. And I guess that's why we have this little bomb here. And oh no, it actually got both of them. Wow. Fair enough. Okay. GG's. Didn't really expect that, but you know what? Hell yeah, man. I'm gonna go back now. I guess it might be safe, but you know, I don't really want to test it when I'm flying backwards. So I'm going to first realign myself and then re-engage, because that is usually the smarter course of action. 7 kilometers is probably the good range for this. Anything 7 kilometers and below, your missiles will actually track. So let's just go back here. I don't want to go too high yet. There we go. Now seems like a good time. Just gonna go off the throttle and sort of just look into their spawn, I guess, because that's the only real place I can look into at this angle. Their other spawn. Yeah, they don't really have anything too much going on. So that guy right there, he's gonna die. I don't really have to care about him. And the other spawn here has nothing really too much going on either. Whatever, I might as well go after that Abrams, I guess, but looks like he popped smoke, so... Oh no, I got him. Okay, wonderful. That's cool. Let's just rinse and repeat. Maybe attack from a better angle next time, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So there seems to be some form of light tank there. I don't really see him. I don't really see him at all. Whatever, have fun, buddy. There is something else here. Just launch that. Quickly do a bit of evasive action here because they do actually have a roll in there. So let's just go here to low altitude. He has to reload now, but you know, I don't really have the reaction times to be able to re-engage him, so we'll just acknowledge that he's there and then promptly run away. Now, the Florak Rat has died, which is the good news. They also have an F-18 up, though. Oh, it's not updating my thing. That's not great. Fair enough. You know, maybe I should actually just focus on air targets now. There we go. We do see him. Sort of. I'm gonna actually go stealth mode. Maybe activate my HMS infrared instead, because I don't really feel like engaging. Where is he actually? That wasn't the same target, I don't think. Maybe I do actually have to use the radar. Maybe it's an F4F ICE. They tend to identify as F-18s on the radar. Thing is, I don't really know where he is, and it honestly doesn't even really matter. I think he's right there. Yeah, I mean, you won't get me. The game's over. GG's. Alright, so I'm here. Oh my god, okay. What is a GRF? Nothing good. Probably nothing good. I think it's like one of those ARH missile slingers. Is that a missile coming towards me? That is not. Yeah, no, that just didn't lock him. That's, yeah. That is always a bit of a disappointment, when the missile just refuses to lock something that I clearly see. But, yeah, we're gonna have to find out what to do now. There's a GRF, whatever that's supposed to be. The dead Panzer always makes me happy. Okay, well that's one missile, and you know I'm not gonna test my luck, I'm just gonna run away now. Ooh, that was close. Almost hit me there. And only a critical. Okay. That is, yeah. That is a moment. That's definitely a moment. I don't really know how else to interpret that. Guess we can always go for round 2, but like, you know, what's the point? Whatever. Have fun. Let's just send that and run away. It's not actually being intercepted by anybody yet. Wow, look at that. Oh, wow. You could even see him complaining in chat. But GG's, I guess. That's definitely one hell of a way of defeating enemy SPA. Is a scouted target here, and there's of course still a Panzer up. Yeah. So one of those moments where the missile just refused to lock again. It's very disappointing that happens. I don't really know what triggers that, but it is what it is. We're gonna have to go for another round here. That Panzer did just die. There is an Elda somewhere spawned in again. I think that's what the GRF is. We're gonna have to try and deal with that. Of course, another Panzer spawns in. Everyone's spawning in Panzers these days. But yeah, we're gonna try, I guess, another round. But like, my god, what is there to do? Oh shit, I don't see anybody. Yeah, I don't want... Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Alright, well that does it for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. This thing here, admittedly, is much better utilized in Air RB because it has a really good loadout for air, for ground. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. You're better off spawning in a tank if you want to be effective for your team. This thing is definitely an Air RB plane, and it performs extremely well there. So if you're planning on buying it, then buy it for the PL-12s and not for the KH-29s. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video then. Bye bye!